Hey guys, welcome back to Cosmic Chronicles. It's your girl back with another video, and let me tell you, this one's gonna make you want to sleep with the lights on. I've been diving into creepy Google Earth discoveries. The whole world is at your fingertips. 1 minute, you're in your neighborhood, the next, a desert mystery. Let's explore the creepiest, weirdest things on Google Earth. From strange symbols to abandoned places, it's wild. So buckle up, guys, because this is going to be a wild ride. Our journey begins in Garb, Sudan. This massive hill formation is unlike any hill I've ever seen. It features strange, lip-like contours and a giant crack down the middle. It reminds me of Stranger Things, like an interdimensional portal. We're heading to the southwestern Pacific Ocean, to Bosque Island. This place is seriously strange. On Google Earth, it's completely blacked out. Like someone erased it. Creepy, right? Some think it's a top-secret government base. Others link it to the Bermuda Triangle. But it's just a really dense forest, absorbing light. Okay, so this next one is seriously weird, even for me. We're talking about a massive star, or maybe a mandala, carved into the ground outside of Beatty, Nevada. And you guys know I love a good conspiracy theory, so you already know where my head went with this one. I mean, it's just sitting there in the middle of the desert, this perfect geometric shape. How did it get there? Who made it? And why? Some people think it's a message from aliens, which, again, not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Others think it's some kind of ancient ritual site, which is equally as creepy. But the thing is, nobody really knows. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the Twilight Zone. This time, we're heading to Rhyolite, Nevada, an actual ghost town. How eerie is that? In the heart of this ghost town, there's a giant spiral formation. It's actually made of rocks. Surrounding the spiral are statues of men in white cloaks. Next, we venture into Wyoming, where things take a bizarre turn. Imagine hundreds, perhaps thousands, of these perfectly circular structures dotting the landscape. It's reminiscent of an alien invasion movie, don't you think? As if extraterrestrials descended and left these marks everywhere. Some speculate they are ancient burial grounds, adding to the eerie factor. Others believe they are linked to a clandestine government project, which wouldn't be too far-fetched. However, the prevailing theory is that they are remnants of old oil storage tanks. Alright folks, if you're easily frightened, you might want to skip ahead to the next chapter, because this one is seriously eerie. We're heading to Poland, to the mausoleum of Emil Becker. Honestly, this place gave me nightmares. It's an abandoned mausoleum, overgrown and decrepit, and in the middle of it all is this statue. But it's not just any statue. It's a terrifying, skeletal figure, like something out of a horror movie. It's like it's reaching out from beyond the grave, trying to grab you. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. All right, folks. This next discovery is truly intriguing and a bit eerie. We're heading to Kazakhstan, where a giant pentagram is etched into the Earth's surface. This pentagram is enormous, spanning over 1,000 feet across. Naturally, when people see a pentagram, they often think of Satanism and the occult. But before jumping to conclusions, there's actually a perfectly innocent explanation for this one. It turns out, it's just an old Soviet-era park designed in the shape of a star. Next up, we're heading to the Netherlands, where things are about to get really strange. There's a mysterious symbol that looks like something out of an alien language, just sitting there in the middle of a national park. I mean, what could it be? Is it a message from extraterrestrials? A secret code left behind by an ancient civilization? Or maybe just a really elaborate prank? Well, it turns out the answer is a lot less thrilling than all that. It's actually just the logo of the national park. Brace yourselves, folks, because we're about to step into the Twilight Zone. This time, we're heading to Inner Mongolia, China, where there's a granite mine that looks like it's straight out of an alien planet. I'm talking bright blue, folks, like electric blue. It's seriously mind-bending. Some believe it's some kind of toxic waste dump, which, given China's history, wouldn't be too shocking. Others speculate it's a portal to another dimension, which, honestly, wouldn't surprise me either. But the reality, as far as anyone can tell, is that it's just a bizarre optical illusion caused by the way Google Earth processes satellite images. This next one is truly one of the world's greatest mysteries, and it's found in the Australian outback. It's known as the Maori Man, a colossal geoglyph, essentially a giant drawing on the ground, stretching over 2 miles long. It's enormous, depicting an Aboriginal hunter with a boomerang. It's so vast that it can be seen from space. But the real mystery is that nobody knows who created it or why. It just appeared one day, and no one has ever claimed responsibility for it. Next up, we're heading back to the desert. This time to the Sahara Desert, where things are about to get really weird. I'm talking about a giant spiral structure carved into the sand, like something out of an alien landing strip. It's called Desert Breath, and it's actually an art installation created by 3 artists back in 1997. But even though we know who made it, it's still pretty eerie to look at, right? All right, folks, if you're fascinated by ancient Egypt, this one's for you. We're heading to Upper Egypt, where some believe they've uncovered a hidden pyramid. Imagine a massive triangular structure buried beneath the sand. Sounds like something straight out of Indiana Jones, right? But before you pack your bags for Egypt, it seems this might just be a case of wishful thinking. Next, we venture to Alberta, Canada, where things take a bizarre turn. Here, a natural rock formation resembles a giant human head wearing headphones. No joke. This formation is known as the Badlands Guardian, and it's undoubtedly one of the strangest sights you'll ever encounter. This next discovery is one of the most bizarre things I've ever come across on Google Earth. In the Gobi Desert, there are these enormous white lines zigzagging across the terrain. What could they possibly be? Some speculate they're secret messages from an ancient civilization. Others believe they might be landing strips for alien spacecraft. However, the most accepted theory is that they're used for calibrating satellites. All right, folks, this one's for all the true crime enthusiasts. We're heading to the Bahamas, where there's a sunken plane off the coast of Crooked Island. Some speculate it's the wreckage of one of Pablo Escobar's drug smuggling planes. I mean, it's definitely a possibility, right? But before you get too excited, the plane is completely intact. It doesn't look like it crashed at all. So, it's more likely that it was just a plane flying low over the water when Google Earth captured the image. And there you have it, explorers. Those are just a few of the creepiest, weirdest, most unexplained things we found on Google Earth. It's amazing to think there's still so much out there we don't know about, right? The world is full of mysteries, just waiting to be discovered. So next time you're curious, open up Google Earth and explore. You never know what you might find. It could be something ordinary or extraordinary. If this video sparked your curiosity, hit like, share it, and stay tuned for more with Cosmic Chronicles. Greetings, fellow space explorers. Our journey today takes us on an extraordinary adventure through the cosmos, a journey to the heart of our solar system's planets. Fasten your seatbelts as we delve beneath the surface of each planet, uncovering the mysteries hidden within. From the scorching heat of Venus to the icy plains of Uranus, prepare to be amazed by the diversity and wonder of our planetary neighbours. Get ready to dig deep as we explore the layers and cores of each planet, comparing them to our own Earth. We'll uncover secrets of their formation and evolution. Join me as we embark on this grand planetary expedition. Our first stop brings us to Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system and the closest to the Sun. Don't let its size fool you, though. Mercury is a planet of extremes. Its surface is heavily cratered, a testament to its long history of bombardment from asteroids and comets.
Beneath this desolate surface lies a surprisingly large metallic core. Imagine a ball of iron and nickel, almost the size of our moon, taking up most of the planet's interior. This massive core gives Mercury the highest density of all the planets in our solar system, except for Earth. Surrounding the core is a rocky mantle, similar to Earth's but much thinner. Finally, a thin crust, broken into many plates, forms the outermost layer of this fascinating planet.
Next, we journey to Venus, often called Earth's twin due to its similar size and composition. But don't be fooled by this resemblance. Venus possesses a hellish environment, with surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead. This extreme heat is caused by a runaway greenhouse effect, trapping the sun's heat within its dense atmosphere.
Peering beneath the thick clouds of sulfuric acid, we find a surface covered in volcanoes and lava flows. This suggests a hot, active interior. The crust of Venus is primarily composed of basalt, a volcanic rock. Below this lies a mantle of molten rock, constantly churning due to the planet's intense internal heat. At the heart of Venus lies a massive iron core, similar in size to Earth's. However, unlike Earth's core, which has both a liquid outer layer and a solid inner core, Venus's core is thought to be entirely liquid. This difference is likely due to Venus's slower rotation, which doesn't generate a strong magnetic field like Earth's.
Our journey continues to Mars, the red planet, captivating our imaginations with its potential for harboring past or even present life. Mars may be cold and desert-like on the surface, but beneath its rusty exterior lies a fascinating interior.
The Martian surface is primarily composed of iron oxide, giving the planet its distinctive red hue. This thin crust is much thicker than Earth's, which has implications for plate tectonics, or lack thereof, on Mars. Beneath the crust lies a thick mantle, composed primarily of oxygen and silicon, similar to Earth's mantle but much less active. At the heart of Mars lies a solid core, composed mainly of iron and nickel, with a radius about half that of Earth's core. Unlike Earth, Mars's core is no longer molten, meaning it doesn't generate a global magnetic field. This has significant implications for the planet's ability to retain an atmosphere, contributing to its thin and dry atmosphere today.
Hold on tight as we venture to Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, a true giant among giants. Jupiter is a gas giant, meaning it lacks a solid surface like the inner rocky planets. Instead, its atmosphere gradually transitions into a dense fluid interior.
Jupiter's atmosphere is a mesmerizing tapestry of swirling clouds, composed primarily of hydrogen and helium. As we descend deeper into Jupiter's atmosphere, the pressure and temperature increase dramatically. This immense pressure causes the hydrogen gas to transition into a liquid metallic state, forming a vast, electrically conductive ocean.
Deep within this metallic hydrogen layer lies Jupiter's core. The exact nature of Jupiter's core remains a mystery. Some scientists believe it to be a dense ball of rock and ice, while others speculate that it might be a diffuse fuzzy core, gradually merging with the metallic hydrogen layer.
Next, we arrive at Saturn, the ringed jewel of our solar system, a planet adorned with a breathtaking system of rings composed of ice and rock particles. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant, lacking a solid surface and boasting a deep, turbulent atmosphere. Saturn's atmosphere, while less active than Jupiter's, still displays beautiful cloud bands and storms. Its composition is similar to Jupiter's, primarily hydrogen and helium. However, Saturn is much less dense than Jupiter, making it the least dense planet in our solar system. In fact, Saturn would float in water if we could find a bathtub large enough. Beneath its thick atmosphere, Saturn's interior is thought to be similar to Jupiter's, with layers of metallic hydrogen and a small, dense core. The exact composition and state of Saturn's core remain uncertain, but it's likely composed of a mixture of rock, ice, and metallic elements. Our voyage takes us next to Uranus, the ice giant tilted on its side, with its axis of rotation nearly parallel to its orbit. This unique tilt gives Uranus extreme seasons, with each pole experiencing decades of continuous sunlight followed by decades of darkness. Uranus gets its pale blue colour from methane in its upper atmosphere, which absorbs red light from the sun. Beneath its hazy atmosphere lies a deep ocean, but this is no ordinary ocean. Unlike Earth's water ocean, Uranus's ocean is composed of water, ammonia, and methane, all in a supercritical fluid state. At the heart of Uranus lies a relatively small, rocky core, much smaller than the cores of Jupiter and Saturn. This core is thought to be composed of heavy elements like iron and nickel, but its exact composition and state remain a mystery.
Section 8. Neptune, a world of blue and diamond rain. Our penultimate stop brings us to Neptune, the farthest planet from the Sun in our solar system. Like Uranus, Neptune is an ice giant, with a deep blue atmosphere and a turbulent interior. But Neptune holds a sparkling secret within its depths.
Neptune's deep blue colour comes from methane in its atmosphere, similar to Uranus. However, Neptune's atmosphere is much more dynamic, with massive storms and powerful winds, including the fastest winds ever recorded in our solar system.
Beneath its turbulent atmosphere, Neptune is thought to have a similar interior to Uranus, with a slushy mantle of water, ammonia, and methane. However, the extreme pressure and heat deep within Neptune's mantle may create a truly unique phenomenon: diamond rain. Scientists believe that methane molecules under these extreme conditions could break down, forming pure carbon that then crystallizes into diamonds, raining down towards Neptune's core.
Section 9. Earth, our home, a planetary marvel. Finally, we return home to Earth, our own planetary oasis, a world teeming with life and beauty. We've journeyed through the solar system, exploring the interiors of our planetary neighbours, but there's no place quite like home. Earth's surface is a dynamic tapestry of continents, oceans, and ice caps. Beneath its surface lies a layered structure, each layer playing a crucial role in making Earth habitable. The thin, rocky crust is broken into tectonic plates, whose movement shapes continents, creates mountains, and triggers earthquakes and volcanoes. Beneath the crust lies the Earth's mantle, a thick layer of hot, solid rock that flows slowly over geological timescales. This mantle convection is responsible for plate tectonics and drives many of the geological processes we observe on the surface. At Earth's heart lies its core, divided into a liquid outer core and a solid inner core. Both are composed primarily of iron and nickel. The liquid outer core's movement generates Earth's magnetic field, which acts as a protective shield, deflecting harmful solar radiation and allowing life to flourish on our planet. Section 10. Unraveling the mysteries within. As we conclude our grand planetary expedition, you might wonder, How do scientists know what lies beneath the surface of these distant worlds? It's a question that has captivated astronomers and planetary scientists for centuries. Scientists employ a variety of ingenious techniques to deduce the inner workings of planets. By studying a planet's density, we can infer its overall composition. Analyzing a planet's magnetic field provides clues about its core's composition and state. Observing a planet's heat flow tells us about its internal activity. And by studying seismic waves from earthquakes, which travel through a planet's interior, we can map its internal structure. Combining these techniques, along with sophisticated computer models, allows us to piece together a remarkably detailed picture of planetary interiors, even though we can't directly observe them. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our insatiable curiosity to understand the universe around us. Section 11. Planetary pizza. Anyone? As we reflect on our journey through the solar system's diverse planetary interiors, let's end on a playful note. Imagine each planet as a giant pizza. The crust would be the planet's outermost layer, the mantle would be the cheesy layer, and the core would be the delicious toppings. Mercury would be a thin crust pizza with a giant meatball in the center. Venus would be a deep dish pizza with extra cheese and a molten core of spicy pepperoni. Mars would be a thin crust pizza with a slightly burnt crust and a smattering of toppings. Jupiter and Saturn would be giant, fluffy pizzas with layers of cheese and toppings extending deep into their interiors. Uranus and Neptune would be icy pizzas with a slushy cheese layer and a sprinkle of diamond dust. And Earth. Earth would be a perfectly balanced pizza with a thin, crispy crust, a generous layer of cheese, and a variety of delicious toppings, all cooked to perfection. So, next time you enjoy a slice of pizza, take a moment to appreciate the fascinating and diverse interiors of our planetary neighbours. And remember, the universe is full of wonders waiting to be explored. On October 3, 1849, Edgar Allan Poe was found delirious and disoriented on the streets of Baltimore. The renowned poet and writer, known for his dark and macabre tales, was discovered in a state that shocked those who knew him. He was wearing someone else's clothes and was unable to explain what had happened to him. His appearance was so dishevelled and his condition so dire that it was clear something terrible had befallen him. Poe was taken to Washington College Hospital, where he died 4 days later at the age of 40. During his time in the hospital, he drifted in and out of consciousness, never fully recovering enough to provide any coherent account of his ordeal. The exact cause of Poe's death remains a mystery to this day, but his passing marked the tragic end to a life filled with both brilliance and sorrow. His death was reported in newspapers across the country, sparking widespread speculation and numerous theories about what might have led to his untimely demise. The circumstances surrounding Poe's final days only deepened the enigma. Friends and acquaintances were baffled by the sudden and inexplicable turn of events that led to his tragic end. He had been on his way to New York City from Richmond, Virginia, but was found in Baltimore, a detour with no clear explanation. This unexpected change in his travel plans raised many questions, as Poe had no known reason to be in Baltimore at that time. Witnesses reported seeing him in a state of distress and confusion, adding to the puzzle of his last hours. Some described him as being in a state of delirium, while others noted his incoherent speech and erratic behaviour. Some believe his death was the result of alcoholism or drug abuse, while others suspect foul play. There are even theories suggesting he was a victim of cooping, a form of electoral fraud where individuals were kidnapped, drugged, and forced to vote multiple times for a particular candidate. The true cause of Edgar Allan Poe's death remains one of the most enduring mysteries in literary history. Edgar Allan Poe was born in Boston, Massachusetts, on January 19, 1809. His parents, David and Elizabeth Poe, were traveling actors. Tragically, Poe's father abandoned the family when Edgar was very young, and his mother died of tuberculosis a year later. Orphaned at the age of 3, Poe was taken in by John Allan, a successful tobacco merchant in Richmond, Virginia. Although the Allans provided him with a comfortable home and a good education, their relationship was complex. John Allan was often critical of Poe's literary ambitions and withheld financial support. Despite a tumultuous upbringing, Poe's literary talent was evident from a young age. He excelled in his studies, particularly in languages and literature. He attended the University of Virginia, but was forced to leave after only 1 year due to gambling debts incurred by John Allan, who refused to pay. Undeterred, Poe enlisted in the United States Army under an assumed name. He published his first collection of poems, I, in 1827, but it received little attention. After leaving the army, Poe moved to Baltimore to live with his aunt, Maria Clem, and her young daughter, Virginia. In Baltimore, Poe began to achieve some literary success. He published stories in various magazines and journals, quickly gaining a reputation for his dark and macabre tales. His work explored themes of death, loss, guilt, and the darker aspects of the human psyche. His stories were unlike anything that had come before, and they captivated readers with their chilling atmosphere and psychological depth. In 1845, Poe published his most famous poem, The Raven. This haunting and atmospheric work became an instant sensation, solidifying Poe's place in literary history. The poem's themes of loss, grief, and the haunting power of memory resonated deeply with readers. Section 5. The influence of loss and tragedy. Poe's personal life was marked by tragedy and loss, which deeply influenced his writing. He was devastated by the death of his foster mother, Frances Allan, in 1829, and he married his cousin, Virginia Clem, in 1836, when she was only 13 years old. Virginia was the inspiration for many of Poe's female characters, often portrayed as beautiful, ethereal, and tragically fated. Virginia's own battle with tuberculosis, which ultimately claimed her life in 1847, cast a long shadow over Poe's life and work. Her illness and death fueled his writing, inspiring some of his most poignant and heartbreaking works. Section 6. Poe's detective fiction, a new genre is born. In addition to his horror and poetry, Edgar Allan Poe is also credited with pioneering the detective fiction genre, a genre that would go on to captivate readers for generations. His stories featuring the brilliant but eccentric detective C. Auguste Dupin, such as The Murders in the Rue Morgue and The Purloined Letter, introduced readers to a new type of storytelling. These tales were not just about the crime itself, but about the process of solving it, engaging readers in a mental exercise. Poe's detective stories, with their intricate plots, emphasis on deduction and logical reasoning, and elements of suspense and surprise, laid the groundwork for the modern detective novel. His meticulous attention to detail and the methodical approach of his detective were revolutionary at the time. Dupin, with his sharp intellect and ability to unravel even the most baffling mysteries, became a prototype for later fictional detectives like Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot. These characters, inspired by Dupin, would go on to become iconic figures in literature, each bringing their own unique flair to the genre. Poe's detective fiction not only entertained, but also challenged readers to think critically and solve puzzles alongside his ingenious detective. His work laid the foundation for the detective genre, influencing countless authors and shaping the way we think about crime and mystery in literature. The legacy of Poe's detective fiction continues to be felt today, as modern readers and writers alike draw inspiration from his pioneering stories. Section 7. The Mystery Deepens, Poe's Final Days. In 1849, Poe embarked on a trip from Richmond to New York City. He was found delirious and disoriented in Baltimore, Maryland on October 3rd. Poe was taken to Washington College Hospital, where he died 4 days later. His last words were, "Lord help my poor soul." The circumstances surrounding Poe's death remain a mystery. He had been wearing someone else's clothes, and his behaviour in the days leading up to his death was erratic and out of character. Section 8. Theories and speculations. What really happened? Numerous theories have been proposed to explain Poe's untimely death. Some believe that his death was the result of alcoholism, a struggle he battled throughout his life. Others suspect that he may have succumbed to drug overdose, heart disease, or even rabies. Foul play has also been considered, although there is no concrete evidence to support this claim. Some speculate that Poe was a victim of cooping, a form of election fraud where individuals were forced to vote for a particular candidate multiple times. Section 9. Poe's enduring legacy. Despite his short and troubled life, Edgar Allan Poe left an indelible mark on literature and popular culture. His dark and macabre tales continue to fascinate and terrify readers today. His exploration of the human psyche and the darker aspects of our nature remain timeless and relevant. Poe's influence can be seen in literature, film, music, and art. His work has inspired countless writers, filmmakers, and artists across multiple generations. His legacy extends far beyond his own time, solidifying his place as a literary giant. Section 10. Conclusion: a legacy of mystery and imagination. The life and death of Edgar Allan Poe remains shrouded in mystery. Born in 1809, Poe's journey through life was as enigmatic as the tales he penned. His early years were marked by tragedy and loss, which perhaps fueled his fascination with the darker aspects of human existence. However, what is undeniable is his profound impact on literature and the human imagination. Poe's works, ranging from chilling short stories to haunting poems, have left an indelible mark on the literary world. His unique style and themes have inspired countless writers and artists. His exploration of the macabre, the psychological, and the limits of reason continue to resonate with readers centuries later. Poe delved into the human psyche, unearthing fears and anxieties that are universally felt, yet rarely spoken of. And the limits of reason continue to resonate with readers centuries later. His ability to weave suspense and horror into his narratives keeps readers on the edge of their seats, even today. The ticking of a clock, the flicker of a candle, these simple elements become symbols of dread in Poe's hands. Poe's work is a testament to the power of the written word to transport us to other realms, to places where the line between reality and imagination blurs. His stories invite us to explore the unknown, to question what we believe to be true, confront us with our deepest fears, and challenge our perceptions of reality. The fear that grips a reader, the shiver that runs down the spine, these are the hallmarks of Poe's genius, and remind us of the enduring allure of the unknown. The raven, the fog, the eerie landscapes. These images are forever etched in our minds, thanks to Poe's masterful storytelling. We may never know the true circumstances of his final days, but the mystery only adds to his legend. His death, much like his life, is a puzzle that continues to intrigue scholars and fans alike. But Edgar Allan Poe's legacy as a master of the macabre, a pioneer of detective fiction, and a literary innovator ensures that his work will continue to captivate and haunt us for generations to come. His influence extends beyond literature, permeating popular culture and the arts. A pioneer of detective fiction and a literary innovator ensures that his work will continue to captivate and haunt us for generations to come. From the creation of the modern detective story to the exploration of the human condition, Poe's contributions are immeasurable. And a literary innovator ensures that his work will continue to captivate and haunt us for generations to come. As we turn the pages of his books, we are reminded of the power of storytelling and the enduring legacy of Edgar Allan Poe.
Greensville, a town where life moved at a slower pace, a place where everyone knew their neighbours. It was in this idyllic setting that James Parker, a friendly face at the local library, lived his life. James, 34, was a man of simple routines. Every evening, after a hearty dinner and his favourite TV shows, he would take his loyal Labrador buddy for a walk in Willow Creek Park. Willow Creek Park, with its winding paths and ancient oak trees, was James's sanctuary, a place where he could unwind, and Buddy could enjoy the freedom of a good run. The familiar rustle of leaves underfoot and the distant hoot of an owl were comforting constants in James' world. Little did he know that this particular Wednesday night would shatter the normalcy of his routine. That night, the quiet tranquility of Greensville would be pierced by an event so extraordinary it would make headlines around the world. It was 10:48 p.m. when James and Buddy ambled into the park. The moon was hidden behind a veil of clouds, making the park unusually dark. As they strolled deeper into the park, a strange sensation washed over James. He felt a sudden chill despite the mild summer air. Buddy, usually full of playful energy, whined and pressed close to James's leg.
I remember feeling this weird chill. It was strange because the night was warm. Buddy, my dog, he was acting really odd, sticking close to me.
At the edge of the woods, a blinding light erupted, momentarily illuminating the park in an ethereal glow. Startled, James shielded his eyes.
There was this blinding light. I had to cover my eyes. When I looked again, there was this disc-shaped thing hovering above the trees.
Witnesses later described seeing a beam of light engulf James and Buddy before they vanished. The light then retracted and the object shot upwards, disappearing into the night sky as quickly as it had arrived. When James regained consciousness, he was lying on a cold metallic surface. Disoriented and afraid, he sat up and called out for Buddy. The faithful Labrador whimpered from beside him, equally bewildered. They were in a brightly lit circular room. The air hummed with a low frequency, and an array of unfamiliar symbols glowed on the smooth walls.
I woke up on this cold metallic surface. I was disoriented and scared. I called out for Buddy and he was right there, just as confused as I was. We were in this bright circular room with these strange symbols glowing on the walls.
James described beings that approached him as tall and slender, with smooth grey skin and large black eyes. He couldn't recall any verbal communication, but he felt a sense of curiosity emanating from them. They seemed to be studying him, their eyes scanning his body.
These beings, they were tall and slender with gray skin and big black eyes. They didn't speak, but I felt like they were curious about me. They were studying me, their eyes scanning my body.
James remembers a feeling of weightlessness, like he was floating. He saw images projected in front of him, swirling galaxies, unknown planets, and complex mathematical equations he couldn't begin to comprehend.
I felt weightless, like I was floating. I saw these images, galaxies, planets, and math equations that I couldn't even understand. It was surreal.
The following morning, news of the strange events at Willow Creek Park spread like wildfire. Local news crews flocked to Greensville, eager to interview witnesses and dissect the grainy security footage that captured the incident. UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike descended upon the town, turning Greensville into a hotbed of speculation and debate.
The clarity of the object and the speed at which it disappeared are unlike anything I've ever seen. Her words fueled the public imagination, giving credence to James's incredible story.
However, skeptics remained unconvinced. They pointed to the lack of physical evidence and the possibility of hoaxing in the age of advanced video editing. Local authorities, while baffled, urged the public to remain calm and refrain from jumping to conclusions. The events in Greensville ignited a global conversation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. The incident forced people to confront a question that has haunted humanity for centuries. Are we alone in the universe? James's story, though met with a healthy dose of skepticism, served as a stark reminder of the vastness of the cosmos and the very real possibility that we are not alone. The idea that advanced beings could be observing us, studying us, perhaps even interacting with us in ways we don't yet understand, is both exhilarating and terrifying. It challenges our understanding of our place in the universe and raises profound questions about our past, present, and future.
In the vast expanse of the cosmos, mysteries abound, challenging our understanding of the universe. Join us on a cosmic journey as we delve into some of the most perplexing enigmas that have captivated astronomers and physicists alike. From the elusive nature of dark matter and dark energy to the peculiar behaviors of celestial bodies, the cosmos continues to reveal its secrets in ways that both astonish and confound. At the heart of our cosmic mystery lies dark matter, an enigmatic substance that makes up roughly 27% of the universe. Despite its significant presence, dark matter eludes our senses, remaining invisible and undetectable by conventional means. Scientists infer its existence through its gravitational effects on visible matter, such as galaxies and galaxy clusters. Current theories propose that dark matter is composed of exotic particles that interact weakly with ordinary matter. Yet, as our technology advances and our understanding deepens, the true nature of dark matter remains an elusive puzzle, challenging the foundations of our understanding of the cosmos. In tandem with dark matter, dark energy comprises about 68% of the universe, yet its properties are even more mysterious. Dark energy is believed to be responsible for the accelerated expansion of the universe, a phenomenon discovered in the late 20th century. The source and nature of dark energy remain speculative, with theories ranging from a cosmological constant to dynamic scalar fields. The intrigue lies in the cosmic dance between dark matter's gravitational pull, which tends to slow the universe's expansion, and dark energy's mysterious force, which appears to push it apart at an accelerating rate. The delicate interplay between these cosmic forces continues to challenge our fundamental understanding of the universe's fate. Beyond the cosmic dark mysteries, certain celestial bodies exhibit behaviors that defy conventional explanation. Take, for instance, fast radio bursts, FRBs, intense bursts of radio waves from distant galaxies. The origins of these energetic phenomena remain elusive, with various theories suggesting neutron stars, black holes, or even extraterrestrial intelligence as potential sources. Additionally, some stars exhibit peculiar behaviors, such as Tabby's star, whose irregular light patterns sparked speculation about alien megastructures. While more conventional explanations, like dust clouds, have been proposed, the exact cause of these anomalies remains uncertain. In the Kuiper Belt, a region beyond Neptune, peculiar orbits of trans-Neptunian objects have puzzled astronomers. Some propose the existence of an unseen ninth planet, a distant and massive celestial body influencing the orbits of its neighbors. As we navigate the cosmos, these celestial oddities challenge our understanding and inspire new questions, propelling scientists on a quest for answers that may reshape our perception of the universe. In conclusion, the mysteries of dark matter, dark energy, and celestial oddities beckon us to peer into the unknown, challenging our understanding of the cosmos. While scientific inquiry continues to unravel some of these enigmas, the universe's vastness ensures that countless cosmic mysteries remain, inviting us to explore and expand the boundaries of our knowledge. The cosmic journey continues, and with each discovery, we inch closer to unlocking the profound secrets that await in the depths of space.
The ground was cold, wet. I opened my eyes. Giant ferns towered over me. Where was I? My heart pounded like a drum. This wasn't my backyard. This was a jungle, a prehistoric jungle. Panic surged through me. Towering trees blotted out the sun. Vines as thick as my arm hung like macabre decorations. I spotted a backpack nearby. Hope flickered. Maybe I could find a way out of this mess. I rummaged through the backpack. Inside, I found a water bottle, a compass, and a first aid kit. Relief washed over me. Someone knew I was here. But who? And how did I get here? My thoughts were interrupted by a rustling in the undergrowth. A low growl sent shivers down my spine. Something was coming. Something big. A creature emerged from the ferns. It was like a dog, but bigger, much bigger. Its scales shimmered like emeralds. Sharp teeth poked out from its jaw. A Dogosaurus. I froze, my breath catching in my throat. The Dogosaurus sniffed the air, its eyes fixed on me. I didn't dare move a muscle. One wrong move and I could become its next meal. Slowly, cautiously, I reached out my hand. The Dogosaurus tilted its head, its tail wagging tentatively. It inched closer, sniffing my outstretched hand. Then it licked me. Relief flooded through me. It was friendly. Or at least not immediately hostile. I took a step back, my heart still racing. The Dogosaurus followed, nudging my hand with its snout. It wanted to play. I couldn't help but smile. Even in this strange, prehistoric world, there was still a sense of wonder. But I knew I couldn't stay here forever. I had to find a way out. The ground trembled. The Dogosaurus whined, its ears flattened against its head. I felt it too, a vibration that seemed to come from the very core of the earth. Then I heard it. A thunderous roar. A herd of zebrasauruses came crashing through the jungle. Their striped hides blended with the shadows, making them even more terrifying. They were a blur of hooves and horns, their eyes wild with panic. I dove out of the way as the herd thundered past. The Dogosaurus barked, snapping at their heels but quickly giving up the chase. The ground shook, and I knew I had to get out of the open. I ran, my lungs burning. The jungle blurred around me. Vines tore at my clothes. I didn't dare slow down. Not with those things on my tail. Finally, I broke free of the jungle. Ahead of me lay a beach. The sand was white and pristine, the water a dazzling turquoise, but I had no time to admire the view. The zebrasauruses weren't far behind. Section 4. Bizarre Beasts of the Prehistoric Coast. I sprinted across the sand, my heart pounding in my chest. The zebrasauruses were gaining on me. I could hear their heavy breaths behind me. I had to find somewhere to hide. I spotted a cave at the base of a cliff. It was a long shot, but it was my only hope. I scrambled inside, the darkness swallowing me whole. I could hear the zebrasauruses thundering past, their frustrated cries echoing off the cave walls. I collapsed onto the cold, damp floor, my body trembling with exhaustion. I was safe, for now. But I was trapped. I had no idea where I was or how to get back home. As my eyes adjusted to the dim light, I realized I wasn't alone. Strange creatures huddled in the shadows. A catasaurus, its feline grace combined with reptilian scales, hissed at me. A crabosaurus, a crab the size of a small car, scuttled sideways, its claws snapping. This jungle was a menagerie of the impossible. Section 5. The Swanodactyl's Domain. A forest of wonders and dangers. I emerged from the cave, the sun warm on my skin. The beach stretched before me, empty and serene. The zebrasauruses were gone. I was safe. For now. But I couldn't stay on the beach forever. I needed to find civilization, or at least a way to signal for help. I turned away from the ocean and plunged back into the jungle. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and strange flowers. Giant insects buzzed lazily through the undergrowth. A flock of swanodactyls soared overhead, their graceful wings casting fleeting shadows on the forest floor. I pushed through the dense foliage, my heart pounding with every rustle and snap. I didn't know what dangers lurked in this prehistoric world, but I was determined to survive. A chorus of croaks drew my attention to a nearby pond. Frogosauruses, their amphibian bodies covered in iridescent scales, leapt from lily pad to lily pad. They were strangely beautiful, their eyes glowing like embers in the fading light. Section 6. It was all a dream. Back to reality. The chase was on again. I scrambled through the undergrowth, adrenaline coursing through my veins. This time, it was a pack of velociraptors, their eyes gleaming with primal hunger. I could hear their claws scraping on the forest floor, getting closer. The jungle seemed to conspire against me. Thorns tore at my skin. Vines tripped me. I stumbled and fell, my breath rasping in my throat. The velociraptors were upon me. I had nowhere left to run. I closed my eyes, bracing myself for the end. But instead of sharp teeth, I felt a strange weightlessness. I was falling. Then I woke up. I was in my bed, my sheets twisted around me. Sunlight streamed through my window. The jungle, the dinosaurs. It had all been a dream. A vivid, terrifying dream. Relief washed over me, leaving me weak and shaken. I sat up in bed, my heart still racing. It had been so real, the sights, the sounds, even the smells. I could still feel the jungle air on my skin. I got out of bed and walked over to my window. The world outside looked normal. Cars honked. People went about their day. But a part of me, a small, secret part, couldn't shake the feeling that I had been somewhere else. Somewhere wild and wonderful and terrifying. Somewhere that existed only in my dreams.
In the world of ancient manuscripts and books, there are few that have captured the imagination of scholars and enthusiasts like the Voynich manuscript. This medieval book, believed to date back to the 15th century, has been the subject of intense scrutiny and speculation for decades, thanks to its unknown language and bizarre illustrations that have never been deciphered. The manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish bookseller who acquired it in 1912. Since then, it has passed through several hands and has been studied by numerous experts, but its secrets remain stubbornly hidden. So what exactly is the Voynich manuscript, and why has it proven so difficult to decipher? Firstly, the manuscript itself is a small, leather-bound book that measures just 23.5 x 16.2 cm, with around 240 pages. Its pages are made of vellum, a type of parchment made from calf skin, and are filled with strange illustrations and a text that has never been identified or translated. The language of the text is not known, and its alphabet appears to be unique and completely unlike any other known writing system. The illustrations that accompany the text are just as perplexing. They include drawings of plants, animals, astrological symbols, and even naked women bathing in pools of green liquid. Some of the illustrations are quite detailed and appear to be scientifically accurate, while others are more abstract and difficult to interpret. Despite the best efforts of countless experts over the years, no one has been able to decipher the text or make sense of the illustrations. Some have speculated that the book may be a hoax or a forgery, but most scholars agree that it is a genuine medieval manuscript, dating back to the 15th century. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Voynich manuscript is the level of secrecy and code-breaking that has surrounded it for decades. During World War II, the U.S. military even assigned a team of codebreakers to try and decipher the text, but they were unsuccessful. In recent years, advances in technology and computer analysis have allowed researchers to examine the manuscript in greater detail than ever before. Some have suggested that the text may be an early form of shorthand or a code, while others have proposed that it may be a lost language, such as a dialect of Arabic or a form of medieval Turkish. Despite these efforts, the Voynich manuscript remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the medieval world. Its strange language and bizarre illustrations continue to fascinate and intrigue scholars and enthusiasts alike, who continue to search for clues and answers to unlock its secrets. So what is the significance of the Voynich manuscript, and why does it continue to capture the imagination of so many? Perhaps it is the sheer mystery and complexity of the manuscript that makes it so fascinating. Or perhaps it is the possibility that the book contains hidden knowledge or lost secrets that could unlock new discoveries about the medieval world. Whatever the reason, the Voynich manuscript remains a tantalizing enigma, a relic of a bygone age that continues to defy explanation and interpretation. For anyone interested in the mysteries of the past, it is a must-see artifact, and a reminder that even in this modern age of technology and information, there are still secrets and mysteries waiting to be uncovered.
Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York. This bustling borough of New York City was a melting pot of cultures and a place where the American dream was very much alive. The neighborhood was a mix of working-class families and burgeoning middle-class households, all striving for a better future. He was the fourth child of Fred Trump and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. Fred, a first-generation American, had a keen eye for business, while Mary Ann, an immigrant from Scotland, brought a sense of resilience and determination to the family. Together, they instilled in their children the values of hard work and ambition. Fred Trump was a successful real estate developer. He had a knack for identifying lucrative opportunities in the housing market, particularly in the post-World War II era when there was a significant demand for affordable housing. His business acumen and relentless work ethic made him a prominent figure in the real estate industry. He built and managed single-family homes and apartments in Brooklyn and Queens. These developments provided quality housing for many families and contributed to the growth and development of these neighborhoods. Fred's projects were known for their solid construction and attention to detail, earning him a reputation for reliability and excellence. Donald grew up in a comfortable two-story Tudor home in Jamaica Estates, Queens. This affluent neighborhood was known for its beautiful homes and well-manicured lawns, providing a serene environment for the Trump family. The house was a symbol of the success and stability that Fred Trump had achieved through his hard work. The Trumps were a close-knit family. Family gatherings were frequent, filled with laughter, stories, and a strong sense of togetherness. Mary Ann, with her nurturing nature, ensured that the home was a warm and welcoming place for her children. Fred, despite his busy schedule, made it a point to be involved in his children's lives, teaching them the importance of perseverance and ambition. Donald was known for his energy and boisterous personality, even as a child. He was always on the move, full of ideas and enthusiasm. His parents often found it challenging to keep up with his boundless energy, but they recognized his potential and encouraged him to channel his vigor into productive activities. He attended Kew Forest School, a private school in Queens. This institution was known for its rigorous academic curriculum and emphasis on character development. At Kew Forest, Donald was exposed to a diverse range of subjects and extracurricular activities, which helped shape his interests and skills. At age 13, Donald's parents sent him to the New York Military Academy. This decision was made in hopes that the structured environment and disciplined lifestyle of the academy would help him harness his energy and develop a strong sense of responsibility and leadership. They hoped the discipline of military school would channel his energy in a positive direction. The academy's rigorous training and strict code of conduct were designed to instill discipline, respect, and a sense of duty in its cadets. For Donald, this experience was transformative, providing him with the structure and focus he needed to thrive. The lessons he learned at the New York Military Academy would go on to influence his approach to business and leadership in the years to come. The New York Military Academy proved to be a formative experience for Donald Trump. He excelled in the structured environment. Trump thrived on competition and leadership opportunities. He became a star athlete and student leader. After graduating from NYMA in 1964, Trump attended Fordham University for 2 years. He then transferred to the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. Trump graduated from Wharton in 1968 with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. After graduating from college, Donald Trump joined his father's real estate company. The company was called Elizabeth Trump & Son. Donald quickly learned the ropes of the family business. He worked on projects in Brooklyn and Queens. Donald was ambitious. He wanted to make his own mark on the New York City skyline. He set his sights on Manhattan. Manhattan was a more glamorous and competitive real estate market. In 1978, Donald Trump completed his first major Manhattan project. This was a pivotal moment in his career, marking the beginning of his rise in the world of real estate. At the time, Trump was a young and ambitious businessman, eager to make a name for himself in the competitive New York City market. He redeveloped the Commodore Hotel, a struggling property near Grand Central Station. The hotel had seen better days and was in desperate need of revitalization. Trump saw an opportunity where others saw a lost cause. He envisioned transforming the dilapidated building into a luxurious destination that would attract visitors from all over the world. The project was a partnership with the Hyatt Hotel Corporation. This collaboration was crucial, as it provided the necessary financial backing and brand recognition to ensure the project's success. Trump worked closely with Hyatt executives, negotiating terms and securing the support needed to bring his vision to life. The new hotel was renamed the Grand Hyatt. This rebranding was more than just a change of name. It signified a new era for the property. The Grand Hyatt quickly became a symbol of luxury and sophistication, setting a new standard for hotels in Manhattan. It was an immediate success. The opening ceremony was a grand affair, attended by notable figures from the business and entertainment worlds. Guests marveled at the hotel's elegant design and top-notch amenities. The Grand Hyatt's success was a testament to Trump's vision and determination. The Grand Hyatt established Trump as a major player in Manhattan real estate. This project put him on the map and opened doors to future opportunities. Trump's ability to turn a failing property into a thriving business demonstrated his skill and foresight in the real estate industry. The Grand Hyatt project was also a sign of things to come. It foreshadowed Trump's future endeavors and his relentless pursuit of success. The hotel's bustling activity and thriving business were a clear indication that Trump was just getting started. Trump showed a knack for taking risks and negotiating complex deals. His willingness to take on challenging projects and his ability to navigate intricate negotiations set him apart from his peers. Trump was not content with playing it safe. He thrived on pushing boundaries and exploring new possibilities. He was not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom. Trump's unconventional strategies and bold decisions often defied expectations, but they also yielded impressive results. His approach to business was characterized by a fearless attitude and a relentless drive to succeed. This combination of ambition, risk-taking, and innovation would become the hallmark of Trump's career, shaping his path to becoming one of the most recognizable figures in real estate and beyond. Trump's next major project was even more ambitious. He set out to build a skyscraper on Fifth Avenue in the heart of Manhattan. The site was occupied by the Bonwit Teller flagship store. Trump demolished the existing building. The new skyscraper was called Trump Tower. It was a 58-story tower Trump Tower was clad in glass and bronze. It opened in 1983. Trump Tower was a luxurious building. It included retail space, offices, and condominiums. Trump Tower became a symbol of Trump's success and his personal brand. Throughout the 1980s, Donald Trump expanded his business empire. He was a man with grand ambitions and a flair for the dramatic, often making headlines with his bold moves and larger-than-life personality. His ventures were not just limited to real estate. He was constantly looking for new opportunities to grow his brand and influence. He acquired casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. These acquisitions were part of his strategy to diversify his investments and tap into the lucrative gaming industry. The Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, Trump Marina, and the Trump Taj Mahal became iconic landmarks, drawing visitors from all over the world. These properties were not just casinos. They were symbols of Trump's vision and ambition. He purchased the Eastern Shuttle airline and renamed it the Trump Shuttle. This move marked his entry into the aviation industry, a bold step that showcased his willingness to venture into new territories. The Trump Shuttle was marketed as a luxury service, catering to business travelers with promises of comfort and efficiency. Despite the challenges of the airline industry, Trump was determined to make his mark. Trump also developed golf courses and other properties around the world. His golf courses, such as the Trump International Golf Club, became renowned for their opulence and exclusivity. These developments were not just business ventures. They were extensions of Trump's brand, reflecting his taste for luxury and his desire to create world-class experiences. From Scotland to Florida, his golf courses attracted elite clientele and hosted prestigious tournaments. Trump's business ventures brought him great wealth. He became a billionaire. His lifestyle was a testament to his success, characterized by lavish parties, high-profile events, and a penchant for the finer things in life. Trump Tower, his iconic skyscraper in New York City, became a symbol of his empire, housing his offices, residences, and luxury retail spaces. The building itself was a reflection of Trump's larger-than-life persona, with its gleaming facade and opulent interiors. Trump's personal life also made headlines. His relationships were often in the public eye, adding to his celebrity status. He was married to Ivana Trump, with whom he had 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. Their marriage was a high-profile union, often featured in tabloids and magazines. He divorced his first wife, Ivana Trump, and married Marla Maples. The divorce was highly publicized, with details of their split making front-page news. His marriage to Marla Maples, a former actress and model, was equally sensational, capturing the attention of the media and the public. They had one daughter, Tiffany Trump, adding another chapter to Trump's complex personal life. However, the early 1990s brought financial challenges for Trump. He faced mounting debt. The economic downturn and over-leveraging of his properties put significant strain on his finances. The once booming Atlantic City casinos began to struggle, and Trump's empire seemed to be on shaky ground. The financial pressures were immense, and the media was quick to speculate on the potential downfall of the real estate mogul. Some of his businesses, including the Trump Taj Mahal Casino, filed for bankruptcy. These bankruptcies were major setbacks, casting a shadow over Trump's business acumen. The Trump Taj Mahal, once dubbed the 8th wonder of the world, became a symbol of his financial troubles. The bankruptcy filings were complex and involved lengthy court proceedings, with Trump fighting to retain control of his assets. Trump managed to restructure his businesses and rebuild his fortune. Through negotiations and strategic partnerships, he was able to navigate the financial turmoil and emerge stronger. The Trump Organization diversified its portfolio, investing in new ventures and expanding its global reach. Trump's resilience and ability to reinvent himself were key factors in his comeback, solidifying his reputation as a tenacious and savvy businessman.
In 1945, a strange and unexplained incident occurred in a small town in Pennsylvania, known as the Kecksburg Incident. On the evening of December 9, 1945, residents in the area reported seeing a bright, fiery object streaking across the sky. Witnesses described the object as being about the size of a car and shaped like an acorn or bell. Some reported seeing strange hieroglyphic-like markings on the object. The object crashed into a wooded area near Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, and witnesses reported seeing military personnel and trucks rushing to the site. The area was cordoned off, and civilians were not allowed to enter. The official explanation for the incident was that a meteor had crashed in the area. However, many locals believe that something else had crashed, possibly an alien spacecraft, and that the military had covered it up. Over the years, there have been numerous investigations and theories about what actually happened at Kecksburg. Some have suggested that it was a secret military test or a crashed Soviet satellite. However, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to support these claims. The Kecksburg incident remains one of the most enduring UFO legends and a fascinating topic for those interested in unexplained events and conspiracy theories. The object crashed into a wooded area near Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, and witnesses reported seeing military personnel and trucks rushing to the site. The area was cordoned off, and civilians were not allowed to enter. The Kecksburg incident has been the subject of much speculation and debate over the years. In 2003, the Sci-Fi Channel aired a documentary about the incident, which sparked renewed interest in the case. The documentary included interviews with witnesses, researchers, and officials involved in the incident. One witness, Bill Weaver, claimed to have seen the object up close before the military arrived. He described the object as being about 12 feet long, with a metallic surface and no visible seams or rivets. He also reported seeing strange hieroglyphic-like markings on the object. Another witness, John Murphy, reported seeing a flatbed truck carrying a large, acorn-shaped object covered in a tarpaulin. He claimed that the object was about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. Despite these and other witness accounts, the official explanation for the incident has remained unchanged. The military and government officials have maintained that it was a meteor that crashed in the area, and that the military presence was simply to recover and study the object. However, many people remain skeptical of this explanation, and the Kecksburg incident continues to be a subject of fascination and speculation among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. The incident has also inspired books, documentaries, and movies, including the 2020 television series Project Blue Book, which featured a fictionalized version of the incident. In conclusion, the Kecksburg incident is a strange and mysterious event that has captivated the public imagination for decades. While the official explanation may never be fully accepted by those who believe in a cover-up, the incident remains a fascinating and intriguing part of UFO lore.
Queen Elizabeth Roman II was a trained mechanic. When she was 16, the Queen joined the British Employment Agency at the Labour Exchange and learned the basics of truck repair. Apparently, she can repair tires and repair engines. Is there anything the Queen can't do? The Easter Island heads have bodies. Those iconic stone heads, you know the ones. In the 2010 seconds, archaeologists found that 2 of the Pacific Island figures actually had torsos that measured as high as 33 feet. M and MS are named after the businessmen who created them. But what do the M's stand for? Forrest Mars and Bruce Murray, who apparently didn't have the best relationship as Mars leveraged Murray out of his 20% share of the business before it became the biggest selling suite in the US.
Hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water, an observation conducted in which a liquid, typically water, that is initially hot can freeze faster than the other liquid which is cold under similar conditions. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. People always wonder why Mona Lisa doesn't have any eyebrows. This mystery has been solved, all thanks to an engineer named Pascal Cotte. When Da Vinci had painted Mona Lisa, he indeed painted her eyebrows, but over time these eyebrows were eroded due to cleaning over time to the point where it's no longer visible today. The strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. We have to break it to you that tongue is not the strongest muscle in the body. The tongue itself is a muscle, and it contains at least 8 different muscles which are intertwined by creating a very flexible matrix. The strongest muscle in the body is masseter, which is responsible for lifting up the jaw. Ants take rest for around 8 minutes in 12-hour period. Yes, surprising, right? But not in the way we interpret sleep. James and Cottle have conducted research which shows that ants have a cyclical pattern of resting periods where each nest respite collectively, which lasts for around 8 minutes in a 12-hour period. Coca-Cola was originally green. This is a total myth, as Coca-Cola has always been the same color right from the start since its invention in 1886. You should try reading Coca-Cola Story of John S. Pemberton from Atlanta in 1886 for better clarifications. Camels have 3 eyelids to protect themselves from the blowing desert sand. Camels have different ways to adapt to their environment. They have a third clear eyelid that helps in protecting their eyes from blowing sand. Also, 2 rows of long lashes protect their eyes. When the moon is directly overhead, you will weigh slightly less. Yes, this is true. As per the calculation, it is said that a person will weigh 0.48 grams lighter for a 100 kilograms person. When the moon is directly overhead, they are going to weigh 0.5 grams lighter, as the moon attracts you in the same way it attracts water when it makes tides. In this video you will discover 10 incredible facts about insects. Insects are the most diverse group of animals on Earth, with over 1 million identified species. They come in various shapes, sizes, and colors, showcasing incredible biodiversity. From delicate butterflies to armored beetles, insects exhibit an astonishing array of forms. They have adapted to nearly every habitat on the planet, from rainforests to deserts and even underwater. This remarkable diversity reflects their ability to occupy different ecological niches and fulfill essential roles within ecosystems. Despite their small size, insects are essential for maintaining ecosystems. They are nature's pollinators, facilitating the reproduction of countless plant species. Bees, butterflies, and other insects transfer pollen from one flower to another, enabling fertilization and the production of fruits and seeds. This process is crucial for the survival of many plants and provides the foundation for diverse food webs. Insects also play a significant role in decomposing organic matter, recycling nutrients, and breaking down dead plant and animal material, thus contributing to the cycle of life. Insects have existed for over 350 million years, making them one of the oldest groups of organisms on the planet. They have withstood the test of time, surviving multiple mass extinctions and adapting to changing environments. Their evolutionary success is attributed to their ability to reproduce rapidly, adapt to different diets, and undergo metamorphosis. These ancient creatures have evolved alongside other life forms, shaping and being shaped by their interactions within ecosystems. Some insects, like the honeybee, exhibit complex social behaviors. They live in highly organized colonies with specialized roles for different individuals, including workers, drones, and a queen. Within these colonies, intricate communication systems and cooperative behaviors ensure the survival and prosperity of the group. Honeybees, for example, work together to construct intricate honeycomb structures, gather nectar and pollen, and defend their hive. The social dynamics and cooperation observed in insect societies provide fascinating insights into the evolution of complex social systems. Insects have remarkable physical abilities. Despite their small size, they possess extraordinary adaptations for survival. Fleas, for instance, can jump up to 200 times their body length, enabling them to navigate through challenging terrains and find hosts for blood meals. Dragonflies are agile flyers, capable of maneuvering with precision and speed, reaching up to 60 miles per hour. These impressive physical capabilities allow insects to explore vast territories, find resources, and evade predators. Many insects undergo metamorphosis, a process in which they transform from a larval stage to an adult. This remarkable transformation enables insects to exploit different ecological niches and optimize their survival strategies. The complete metamorphosis, as seen in butterflies and beetles, involves distinct stages: egg, larva, caterpillar or grub, pupa, cocoon or chrysalis, and adult. Each stage serves a specific purpose in the insect's life cycle, allowing for specialization and adaptation to different environmental conditions. Insects have unique and diverse adaptations for defense. Given their small size and vulnerability, they have evolved various mechanisms to protect themselves from predators. Some insects possess camouflage, blending seamlessly with their surroundings, making them almost invisible. Others have developed stinging or venomous capabilities, such as bees, wasps, and scorpions, to deter potential threats. Some insects even mimic the appearance or behavior of other organisms to deceive predators, a phenomenon known as mimicry. These fascinating defense mechanisms highlight the evolutionary arms race between insects and their predators. Certain species of beetles produce and emit light through a process called bioluminescence. Fireflies are perhaps the most well-known example, using their glowing abdomens to communicate, attract mates, and potentially deter predators. Bioluminescent insects create a mesmerizing spectacle, lighting up the night with their enchanting glow. The light emitted by these insects is a result of a chemical reaction occurring within their bodies. bioluminescence serves a variety of purposes, including attracting mates, warning predators of their unpalatability, and signaling to other members of their species. Witnessing the ethereal glow of bioluminescent insects in the darkness is a true marvel of nature. Insects are incredibly strong relative to their size. Ants, for instance, can carry objects up to 50 times their own body weight. This impressive strength allows them to transport food, construct elaborate nests, and defend their colonies. The muscles and exoskeleton of insects provide them with remarkable power and stability. Their strength-to-weight ratio is unparalleled in the animal kingdom, showcasing their exceptional physical capabilities. Insects play a crucial role in medicine and scientific research. Their unique biological compounds have led to the discovery of numerous life-saving medications. For example, the antibiotic properties of some insects' antimicrobial peptides have inspired the development of new antibiotics to combat drug-resistant bacteria. Additionally, substances found in insects, such as enzymes and proteins, are being investigated for their potential therapeutic applications in treating diseases. Furthermore, the relatively simple nervous systems of insects make them valuable models for studying fundamental biological processes, neurology, and behavior. Their contributions to medical and scientific advancements are invaluable.
The epic journey of Donald Trump. Donald John Trump, born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City, is a figure whose life story reads like a Hollywood epic. From his early days as a young boy raised in a family steeped in real estate ambitions to becoming the 45th President of the United States, Trump's life has been defined by relentless ambition, undeniable charisma, and unyielding controversy. Donald Trump was the fourth of 5 children born to Frederick C. Trump and Mary Ann McLeod. Fred Trump, a real estate developer, played an influential role in shaping Donald's interest in business. The young Trump grew up in a middle-class neighborhood where he attended the Q Forest School. However, Donald's energetic and assertive personality soon led his parents to send him to the New York Military Academy, NYMA, at age 13. At NYMA, Trump thrived, demonstrating leadership skills and excelling in sports, particularly baseball. After graduating from NYMA, Trump attended Fordham University for 2 years before transferring to the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania, one of the few colleges at the time to offer a real estate program. Trump graduated in 1968 with a Bachelor of Science in Economics. He would later emphasize the importance of his Wharton education, framing it as a stepping stone for his journey into the real estate empire. Donald Trump began his career working for his father's real estate company, Elizabeth Trump and Son. Under Fred Trump's mentorship, he gained hands-on experience in property management and development. By 1971, Donald had taken control of the company and rebranded it as the Trump Organization. His vision was ambitious, to move beyond the outer boroughs of New York and make a name for himself in Manhattan. Trump's first major deal came in 1978 with the transformation of the decrepit Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Terminal into the Grand Hyatt. This success was the springboard for a series of high-profile developments, including the iconic Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. Completed in 1983, the skyscraper became synonymous with luxury and Trump's distinct persona. Over the years, Trump expanded his empire to include casinos, golf courses, and branded luxury properties worldwide. He ventured into television with the hit reality show The Apprentice in 2004, catapulting him into mainstream fame and solidifying his brand as a tough, no-nonsense businessman. Trump's path to becoming a billionaire was paved with both triumphs and setbacks. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, he built a reputation for lavish spending and bold investments, often making headlines for his high-profile deals. However, this aggressive strategy came with risks. In the early 1990s, Trump faced significant financial difficulties as several of his properties, including the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, encountered severe debt. Despite these challenges, Trump proved resilient, renegotiating with creditors and restructuring his businesses. By the early 2000s, his fortunes had improved, thanks in part to his successful branding ventures and the widespread success of The Apprentice, which popularized the catchphrase, "You're fired." Trump leveraged his reality TV fame to license his name for an array of products and developments, reinforcing his status as a billionaire. Donald Trump had long flirted with the idea of political office, hinting at presidential ambitions as early as the 1980s. However, It wasn't until 2015 that he made his move, announcing his candidacy for President of the United States as a Republican. His campaign, marked by an unconventional style and bold rhetoric, resonated with many Americans who felt disillusioned by traditional politics. Trump's presidential campaign focused on themes such as stricter immigration controls, job creation, and renegotiating trade deals. Against the odds and despite significant media scrutiny, he won the 2016 election, defeating Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. His presidency was marked by major tax reforms, the appointment of conservative Supreme Court justices, and a highly polarizing stance on issues such as immigration and international trade. After losing the 2020 presidential election to Joe Biden, Trump remained an influential figure within the Republican Party. His post-presidency has been characterized by continued public speaking engagements, involvement in political endorsements, and the launch of his social media platform, Truth Social. Trump's impact on American politics endures, with many supporters viewing him as a champion of populism and nationalist policies. From the gilded corridors of Trump Tower to the Oval Office, Donald Trump's life is a testament to his unmatched ambition and flair for reinvention. Despite the controversies that have surrounded him, his story remains one of extraordinary success, resilience, and undeniable influence in the spheres of business, media, and politics. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at Donald Trump's life, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Cosmic Chronicles for more captivating stories about influential figures who have shaped our world.
We live in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is rapidly transforming our world. From self-driving cars to personalized medicine, AI is poised to revolutionize countless aspects of our lives. The human mind has always been fascinated by the possibility of creating machines that can think and learn like us. Now, that dream is closer than ever to becoming a reality. AI has already surpassed human capabilities in many domains. Algorithms can analyze vast data sets, identify patterns, and make predictions with remarkable accuracy. This has led to breakthroughs in fields like image recognition, natural language processing, and drug discovery. The possibilities seem endless, and the future of AI is brimming with potential. However, amid this technological triumph, a fundamental limitation remains. The foundation of our current AI systems lies in silicon-based chips. These chips, while marvels of engineering, are reaching their physical limits. They consume enormous amounts of energy and struggle to replicate the complexity and efficiency of the human brain. To unlock the full potential of AI, we must look beyond silicon. We must turn to the blueprint of life itself. Silicon has been the workhorse of the digital revolution. It forms the backbone of our computers, smartphones, and countless other electronic devices. However, as we demand more from our technology, silicon is approaching its fundamental limits. Transistors, the tiny switches that process information in computers, are becoming so small that they are nearing the size of atoms. At these scales, quantum effects begin to interfere with their operation, leading to inefficiencies and instability. Furthermore, the energy consumption of traditional computers is a growing concern. Data centers, the heart of our digital world, consume vast amounts of electricity, contributing significantly to global energy consumption. To create truly intelligent machines that can solve complex problems and power our future, we need a new paradigm. Life, in its infinite complexity, offers a compelling alternative to silicon. Biological systems, honed by billions of years of evolution, are remarkably efficient and adaptable. They operate at the molecular level, processing information and performing tasks with unparalleled precision and minimal energy consumption. At the heart of this biological marvel lies DNA, the blueprint of life. DNA stores an immense amount of information in its intricate structure. The sequence of its 4 base pairs encodes the instructions for building and operating every living organism. This biological code is far more complex and efficient than anything we have ever created with silicon. Harnessing the power of DNA and other biological molecules has the potential to revolutionize computing. Biocomputing represents a paradigm shift in computing, moving away from silicon and embracing the power of living cells. Instead of relying on transistors and electrical circuits, biocomputers utilize the remarkable processing power of biological systems. One promising avenue in biocomputing involves the use of organoids, tiny, self-organized clusters of cells that mimic the structure and function of organs. Organoids are derived from stem cells and can be coaxed into forming miniature versions of brains, livers, hearts, and other organs. These mini-brains, while not possessing consciousness or thoughts, exhibit some of the computational abilities of their full-sized counterparts. They can form neural connections, process information, and even learn in a rudimentary way. Section 5. Final Spark. Pioneering the future of thought. At the forefront of this biocomputing revolution is Final Spark, a company pushing the boundaries of what's possible with living computers. Final Spark has developed a groundbreaking platform that utilizes organoids to perform computations. Their system cultures neurons on a microelectrode array, allowing researchers to monitor and stimulate the electrical activity of these cells. This creates a powerful interface between biological and digital systems, enabling the development of entirely new types of computing devices. Final Spark's biocomputers are not science fiction. They are a tangible reality. The company has already demonstrated the potential of their technology, showing that organoids can be trained to perform simple tasks, such as recognizing patterns and controlling robotic arms. The implications of this work are profound, opening the door to a future where living cells power our most advanced computing devices. Section 6. Energy efficiency, a biological advantage. One of the most compelling advantages of biocomputing is its potential for unparalleled energy efficiency. Biological systems have evolved to operate with remarkable frugality, utilizing energy sources far more efficiently than our current silicon-based computers. For instance, the human brain, capable of performing incredibly complex computations, consumes only about 20 watts of power, roughly the same as a standard light bulb. In contrast, data centers, the backbone of our digital infrastructure, consume staggering amounts of energy, often requiring dedicated power plants to operate. Biocomputers offer a glimmer of hope in a world grappling with climate change and resource scarcity. By harnessing the energy efficiency of biological systems, we can create a more sustainable computing future. Section 7. Universities embracing biocomputing. The groundbreaking potential of Final Spark's biocomputers has not gone unnoticed. Leading universities and research institutions worldwide have partnered with the company to explore the vast possibilities of this technology. Researchers are utilizing Final Spark's platform to study brain development, model neurological diseases, and develop new drugs. For example, scientists at Cortical Labs in Australia are using Final Spark's technology to grow human neurons in a dish and teach them to play the classic video game Pong. This remarkable feat demonstrates the learning and adaptive capabilities of these biological systems, highlighting their potential for complex computations. As more researchers gain access to Final Spark's biocomputers, we can expect an explosion of innovation in this field. Section 8. The challenges of a living computer. While biocomputing holds immense promise, it is not without its challenges. One of the primary hurdles is the inherent complexity and unpredictability of biological systems. Living cells are dynamic and constantly evolving, making it difficult to control their behavior with the same precision as silicon transistors. Additionally, maintaining the long-term viability and stability of organoids outside of the body poses a significant engineering challenge. Furthermore, ethical considerations surrounding the use of living cells for computation need careful examination. As we develop increasingly sophisticated biocomputers, questions about sentience, consciousness, and the potential for suffering in these systems will inevitably arise. Addressing these ethical concerns proactively is crucial for the responsible development and deployment of biocomputing technologies. Section 9. Beyond organoids. Exploring cellular and fungal networks. While organoids represent a promising avenue in biocomputing, other approaches leverage the computational abilities of different biological systems. Cellular computing, for example, utilizes individual cells, such as bacteria or yeast, as computational units. Researchers can engineer these cells to perform specific tasks, such as detecting toxins in the environment or producing biofuels. Another intriguing area of exploration is the use of fungal networks, also known as mycelia. These vast, interconnected networks of fungal threads exhibit surprisingly sophisticated computational abilities. Researchers are investigating how mycelia can be used to solve complex problems, such as optimizing transportation networks or designing new materials. Section 10. Merging minds and machines. The convergence of biology and technology extends beyond biocomputing. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, represent another frontier in this biodigital revolution. BCIs create a direct communication pathway between the human brain and external devices, allowing individuals to control computers, prosthetics, or even avatars with their thoughts. While still in its early stages, BCI technology has the potential to transform the lives of people with disabilities, restoring lost function and enhancing human capabilities. As our understanding of the brain advances and BCI technology matures, we can expect seamless integration between our minds and machines, blurring the lines between the biological and the digital. Section 11. The dawn of a biodigital era. We stand at the cusp of a new era, where the boundaries between the digital and biological worlds are dissolving. Biocomputing, with its potential for unparalleled efficiency, adaptability, and computational power, is poised to revolutionize our world in ways we are only beginning to imagine. From personalized medicine and drug discovery to climate modeling and artificial intelligence, the applications of biocomputing are vast and transformative. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of life and harness the power of biological systems, we embark on a journey that will redefine our relationship with technology. In this bio-digital future, living cells will no longer be confined to petri dishes, but will power our most advanced devices, offering solutions to some of humanity's grandest challenges. The future of computing is alive, and it is brimming with possibilities.
In 2010, a global study revealed that the average IQ is approximately 89. This number, however, doesn't necessarily mean that those who score higher are automatically smarter. While people with higher IQs tend to do well in school, earn more money, stay healthier, and even live longer, intelligence alone isn't the only reason for their success. High IQ scores are often linked to greater motivation, which drives individuals to achieve more. Either way, when people think of intelligence, one name tends to come up above all others: Albert Einstein. Einstein's name is synonymous with the word genius, but his actual IQ is a mystery. Unlike many prominent figures today, Einstein never took an IQ test. So the numbers you often see on the internet, like 160, are purely speculative. IQ tests like the YS4, which is commonly used today, can give a maximum score of 160. And those scoring 135 or higher are considered in the top 1%. But no one knows exactly where Einstein would fall in that range, though many people believe it must have been high, given his groundbreaking work in theoretical physics. The idea that Einstein had a uniquely brilliant mind comes not just from his intelligence, but also from the creative and unusual ways he approached problems. For instance, one of his most famous thought experiments, conducted when he was still a teenager, involved imagining what it would be like to chase a beam of light. This required a profound understanding of the world that few people could grasp, and it speaks volumes about his imaginative and intellectual capacities. But does this necessarily mean Einstein had a high IQ? Not necessarily. In fact, Einstein's early life and education don't paint the picture of a stereotypical genius. He struggled to secure a job in academia right after graduating and even failed to get a university position initially. He ended up working as a patent clerk in Switzerland, which seems far from the trajectory of someone who would eventually revolutionize our understanding of physics. Unlike other scientific giants like Isaac Newton or Marie Curie, Einstein didn't come from a family of famous intellectuals, nor did he have an impressive academic record in his youth. Yet despite these obstacles, he developed his groundbreaking theory of relativity in 1905, a discovery that changed the world of science forever. One theory for Einstein's meteoric rise to fame is that his background as a regular guy made his achievements even more extraordinary. He wasn't part of any prestigious scientific organization, and he didn't work in a high-profile laboratory when he came up with his theory of relativity. Instead, he was a lowly patent clerk, supporting his young family, yet he managed to make one of the most revolutionary scientific discoveries in human history. This may have contributed to his almost mythic status as a genius. People were astounded that someone from such an ordinary background could achieve so much. Despite the wealth of scientific minds throughout history, it seems that no one has reached the same level of fame and recognition as Einstein. Why is that? It's not that modern scientists are any less intelligent. In fact, we've seen several geniuses emerge in recent years, like Stephen Hawking with his groundbreaking work on black holes, or Neil deGrasse Tyson, known for simplifying complex astronomical concepts for the public. So why aren't they as famous as Einstein? One possible explanation is that the field of physics itself has changed. During the early 20th century, physics was at the forefront of scientific discovery. It wasn't just about understanding the world, it was about changing it. Inventions like nuclear power, radar, lasers, and transistors all stemmed from advancements in physics. These discoveries didn't just deepen our understanding of the universe, they altered the course of human history. However, modern physics has shifted its focus to more abstract concepts, such as higher dimensions, which don't have as much relevance to our everyday lives. As a result, the general public may not be as captivated by today's physics as they were in Einstein's time. While physics may have faded somewhat from the public spotlight, biology has gained traction. Take Francis Crick, who, along with James Watson, discovered the structure of DNA in the 1950s. Crick, who started his career as a physicist, is one of the few scientists who came close to achieving Einstein-like fame. In his later years, Crick even delved into the mysteries of human consciousness. But despite his incredible achievements, he didn't quite reach the same legendary status as Einstein. Part of Einstein's enduring fame is due to his unique personality. He wasn't just a brilliant physicist, he was also a public figure who used his platform to speak out on important social and political issues. People were drawn to his words as much as to his scientific insights. In 1952, he was even offered the presidency of Israel, a role he ultimately declined, preferring to stick to what he knew best: physics. It's hard to imagine any modern scientist, whether in physics or biology, being offered such a prominent political position today. Another factor contributing to Einstein's mystique is his childlike curiosity and stubbornness, which drove him to pursue his groundbreaking theories. Many experts believe that Einstein was a product of a specific time and personality type, someone who thrived in the early 20th century when the world was more open to celebrating scientific discoveries. While we may not see another scientist like Einstein, that doesn't mean today's scientists are any less capable. It simply means the landscape of scientific achievement and public recognition has changed. Einstein himself was modest about his accomplishments, once famously remarking, "I am no Einstein," as if he didn't believe in the hype surrounding him. People have also wondered whether Einstein's intelligence was passed down to his descendants. While IQ is highly heritable, it's not a guarantee that children of geniuses will inherit the same level of intellect. For instance, Einstein's wife, Mileva Maric, was also a brilliant scientist, contributing to some of his work. Together, they had 2 sons. Their son, Hans Albert, was a professor of hydraulic engineering at UC Berkeley. Not quite on the same level as Einstein's contributions to theoretical physics, but still impressive. Their other son, Edward, initially studied medicine but later struggled with mental health issues and spent much of his life in psychiatric care. One of Einstein's grandsons, Bernhard, also became a physicist and even filed several US patents. There's also speculation that Einstein's brain itself may have contributed to his intelligence. Studies of his brain have revealed that he had a higher number of glial cells in certain areas compared to the average person. Glial cells support neurons by providing nutrients, helping with signal transmission, and assisting in brain function. Einstein's brain was particularly rich in glial cells in the left inferior parietal area, which is crucial for combining information from different parts of the brain. While this might suggest that Einstein's brain was unique, it's difficult to draw concrete conclusions from such a small sample size. Ironically, despite his groundbreaking work in theoretical physics, Einstein wasn't a fan of science fiction. He believed that sci-fi distorted people's understanding of real science, making them believe in impossible things. However, his influence on popular culture is undeniable. For example, the character Yoda from Star Wars was partially inspired by Einstein's appearance. In the end, we should consider ourselves fortunate that Einstein pursued science and contributed to our understanding of the universe. But he often said that if he hadn't become a physicist, he would have loved to be a musician. He was passionate about playing the violin, and it's possible that in another life he could have been known for his music instead of his theories of relativity.